Hey everybody, this is Doug with Artfully Rogue, and as you can see, I'm not in my shop. I actually just spent the morning installing my robot sculpture in downtown Phoenix. And I'm sitting here thinking back, the whole idea started about 2 years ago when I was out on the John Muir Trail, 130 miles from Yosemite National Park. And it dawned on me that we might all become robots someday.
It was because of that thought I created this little guy. The next robot I wanted to build was the robot on the bench. After a chance meeting and several discussions, I was commissioned to build that robot on the bench by a company named Downtown Phoenix Incorporated. Now, the drawing, it was just a conceptual drawing and not really an exact design. So I gathered several different size pipes and plates and different textures and things and began to shape the feet and the legs and the body. Only once I started working on the hands did it really start to feel real. And like standing back and looking at the hands as they were sitting there, I really kind of started feeling excited that this thing was starting to come together. And once I got around to working on the head, I knew I was getting close to finishing. It was the piece de resistance. The robot was almost complete. Once I had the robot built and all of the pieces put together, now this included the bench and the street light. You can see the blue tape there, and that's to denote the different areas of color and what kind of powder coating that I wanted to go onto the robot. Once that was all decided, it went into the trailer and into the truck, and we headed off to the powder coating company. And the first things back were the bench and the street light, which was great because I had to do some work from the solar panel aspect. At the powder coaters, they were working on the feet and the hands, and then also part of the shoulders that would go over the robot torso. They had already sprayed the book, which really kind of made me a little bit excited. And I happened to be there on the day that they pulled the legs out. They started doing the white, which is the lightest color, first on the robot. So spraying the powder for the feet and then moving on to the darker colors. I started to get the robot back and started making the adjustments that I needed to. Adding little details and things of that nature. Working on the solar panel and getting that light set up into the street light. And finally, the head arrived. They had put some detail into that, so I didn't get that right away. Once I had all the pieces set up and I was able to dial them in the way I wanted to, loaded them up on the trailer, and it's time to head downtown. Once we got the bench placed, we started putting the robot together piece by piece. It was a bit nerve-wracking, making sure that everything fit as it should. Some of the holes had to be opened up a little bit after the powder coating, and then also drilling the anchors for the street light and the bench. Checking the lights, and a cameo from my son Skylar. And the last piece going onto the robot, the book.
Okay, so we're here at the install, just got the book in place. We could almost walk away, but now we've had some concern about the height of the light. So we're trying to figure out if we want to cut that down while we're here, or do I need to come back? So yeah, those are little fun things that you have to deal with. So
After all was said and done, we did cut the light down about a foot, but hey, here's the robot on the bench. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It is greatly appreciated. If you happen to be in the Phoenix area, stop by 111 Monroe and check out the robot. See you in the next video.